to 16, 125s. Take it away, Brad.
All right, here we go. Have a look at this one here. Let's have a look. 15 to 60, 125. What a way to end the day. And it looks like Cooper Phillips. Good start from Coop. A couple of them gone over the outside of the bank there. Hopefully we all rejoin nicely. But it is the 1-1-2. Pump and supported Boys Motorcycles KTM. That is Cooper Phillips. Great start, Cooper. Aidan Hall's got a good start as well. So go the Bay of Plenty boys going strong. We then look out for... Looks like Finn might have got a good start. Jaden McKenzie, he's right there. So he's right in the mix for this overall championship. So he's got a really good start. Trying to catch a glimpse of Seth Morrow on the 94. The defending champion has not had the start he wanted. So he's got a little bit of work to do. But this 15 to 16 years, glorious sight to behold. And brought to us by the legends at Robertson Prestige, a long-time supporter of our track and our club, so fantastic to have them on board in our 15 to 16 years 125, one of the premier classes of New Zealand junior motocross, and one of the only classes we've got a defending champion back for this year. He's not wearing the number one, he's got his beloved 94 on the bike, but young Seth Morrow had a really good showing at the New Zealand Senior Motocross Nationals, 3 NZ in New Zealand Senior MX 125 racing. And interesting enough, we had the 112 Cooper Phillips. He was 4 NZ in 125 Senior Motocross racing, and he's now turned it on in this final moto here. Plenty of excitement to look out for as we fly over McDonald's and back into the front half. These guys are on really good pace for how rough and rugged this track is. This will be the last race session of the day, so the last race for the day. And I think we've saved the best till last. This is going to be good. We've got an update. Seth Morrow on the white gas machine. He's charging through the pack, but he is bearing outside the top 5, so he's got a bit of work to do. And can these guys at the front, like Jaden McKenzie, Cooper Phillips and the rest, can they bowl? Can they get a little bit of breathing room before Seth Morrow joins them up the front? We're going to find out nice and quickly, because this one here is scheduled for 14 minutes plus a lap. Cooper Phillips, Aidan Hall. Good to see Aidan Hall. Had a horror run of injuries over the last couple of seasons, so for him to be back right up the top end of New Zealand junior motocross, are fabulous to see. Caught up with Simon, the dad, earlier on the weekend, and he puts a lot of work into the Bay of Plenty Motorcycle Club. So for him to come down here and see his boy in the top 2, he'll be loving it at the moment. Jaden McKenzie's flying though, he's reeled them in. We've got Finn Lennox there. There is Seth Morrow, 6th place for Seth Neal, so a little bit of work to do. And the streak on the line, we're going to see these championship fights starting to come down to the wire, with this has been the 4th of 5 motos for these guys.
There we go, Robertson Prestige at home with Audi, at home with GM Special Vehicles, along with the other great brands like Volkswagen, Skoda and Chevrolet. This is what we've got right on here for you. It's super, it's tight, it's spectacular. It's 125 racing is best. Robertson Prestige at home with sponsoring Speedway and the Mighty Manawa 2, with 2 great events to go, and looking out to see what these guys are going to do as well. So pretty excited for it. Bring it on now in our 125 battle, as Brad has rightfully corrected. The number 94, Seth Morrow, the only defending champion, the only NZ number 1, and that's come about partly because of the change with the 85, so probably a little unfair to make a judgment on that. When I say unfair, is the fact that we had different age groups for the 85cc riders. That's why there's not a defending champion, because the ages have been altered, hence their bike numbers altered. That's why you've got no number 1s in that field. So there we are though, with this man Seth Morrow doing it. But can he do it? Yes indeed. People like Aidan Hall and Cooper Phillips, they may have a battle. Of course, they fought it out last year until unfortunately Aidan broke his collarbone. Cooper Phillips went on to win that title, and he'd deal it up to win a race. He's won, I think he's got all 4 whole shots now, Brad, as well, from memory. So that's pretty darn special. So go Cooper in our final race of the day. Can he continue? He's got to continue on and get the strength of it. And look at that, a reasonable bit of a buffer as well. So this is good. This is really good. And the 94 from Seth Morrow now, and we listen to Levi Townley and you start to realise where you are in the race. And you know, it's not everything to go for that number 1 position. And he's, I reckon, Seth, if he just uses his head, he doesn't have to win. Keep there in 3rd place. He's got a reasonable points buffer. I've interviewed him in every other race, so he must be the clear leader, I would think, by at least 12, if not more points. So back in 3rd place, no worry at all. He should take it easy from there, Brad.
All right, here it is here. This is looking good. So our top 3 have come through. We're looking back to Finn, got a good job in 4th place. Jaden McKenzie slipped back to 5th, so we're not sure what's happened there. He was right in the mix there, and now he's dropped down the order, so a bit of work to do now for Jaden, and that will make it all the more easier for the likes of Seth Morrow, who are trying to nurse this championship points lead. Knows now he doesn't have to do anything too drastic, as Cooper Phillips and Aidan Hall, they're on really good pace out the front, so it'll just be a wise old ride. Very, very tricky conditions here, Phipps MX Park, so you don't want to be caught out here late in the day. Final race session of the day 2 program here out on the track, and it's going off nicely here at the moment. We've got that 5 minutes gone. We've got 9 minutes still remaining, so there is plenty of time in the purple lap time last time around for Seth Morrow. He was the quickest on the track, Neil, so maybe he's not interested in listening to what we have to say. He's going for it at the front.
Well, holy hell, when would we be the top tipster of what's going on? So there you go. Cooper, Aidan and Seth, your top 3, along with Finn Lennox, Harrison Reichenbach, go to Declan Piper up there, my key helping man, along with Jaden McKenzie. Jaden, who's been a top 3 runner in the other motors, he's a little bit further back. He's got some work to do in this one, so Jaden wants to get a feel of it, the Clevedon man, to get back in amongst the best of our riders again, as we're looking down further in results, including Jack Thompson, Archie McCullum, who's been a high performer, Ollie Corbin back in 10, along with Cole McMillan, Jordan Taylor, Aston Scott, Max Pagan. So there you have the update. Robinson Prestige 15 to 16, 125 racing in a slightly different order at the moment. As you say, Brad, looking out for Seth, but he's back in 3rd place. There's a reasonable bit of buffer. So I think it's the other boys to lose. You know, they're the ones that want to make a telling point. It's the end of the day. They know they've got no more racing. They can really use the last of energy and put it on the line and make sure they're in for a telling time. See that buffer, 1st, 2nd. Oh, I don't know. 3rd's coming, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's already up into 2nd place. I've just seen him do the move on Aidan Hall, so he's up into 2nd and he's already trying to charge in hard. Let's have a look at those lap times here, because I think, it is another little bit quicker, so another purple lap time. Seth Morrow is absolutely flying here. He's not interested in listening to what we have to say. He wants this perfect streak. The defending champion is red hot here in the final moto. There's plenty of time left in the moto as well, so the pumping Raceway boys will be on the fence here. We've seen Rob and Shane. Good to catch up with them here this weekend, Dad and Granddad. So really good if they can see this one unfolding before their eyes. Cooper Phillips, this is absolutely nothing like his home track, Pumpin Raceway, up in the North King country. So he'll be doing it very, very tough on these tricky sand conditions, and doing a fabulous job out in the front at the moment, Neil.
Very similar to the interview with Marshall Phillips. We were talking about his most fun and best moment that he had in junior racing was actually to race at Odo. And man, will be love to return to there one day. And maybe I know there's a few other people on the radar that have got that in their mind as well, and hopefully we can see that. But anyway, that's another story, and importantly at the moment, here we are with a championship decider on our hands, and Seth is coming at a 2:07. The best out of Cooper has been a 2:09, so I'll tell you what, those 2 seconds are well achievable to catch up, but is there enough time in the moto? Can he find the right spot to go through? Does it mean all that much to be that number 1 in every race? But I'll tell you what, how hungry is he? And more importantly, let's look at Cooper's performance. Can he stay in front? He'll know for sure that Seth is coming, and can he try something out of the box to be the number 1 at the end of the moto? Bring it on.
All right, some great little battles forming up here as we see that one for the front. It's really going off at the moment. We see also Jaden McKenzie has caught up to Harrison, so that's a live battle for our inside of the top 5. And Jaden McKenzie, after that great start, he slipped back to outside the top 7 and now charging up. He'll be desperately trying to get as many championship points as he can. This is the 4th out of 5 chances to score points, so you're running out of time. You need to try and maximise your outings out here at the moment. Cooper Phillips, Seth Morrow and Aidan Hall, still your unchanged top 3, but have a look at Seth Morrow now. He's only a handful of bike lengths away, and they're going to stick off another lap. Looking at the clock, we've still got a massive 5.5 minutes to go. We're only just over halfway through it, and Seth Morrow's already caught himself up to the lead. But like we talked about all weekend long, it's one thing to be as fast or catch someone. You've got to try and make a move around here at Phillips Motocross Park, and that can prove to be very, very tricky as we see it all unfold before our eyes. This is going to be good, Neil. The 112 and the 94. We see some good battles with these guys at the Senior Nationals. They've picked up where they left off, and we're on at the front.
All right, there we go. Keen to watch out with this battle. I'll tell you what, where's the excitement? Where's the challenge? Come on, Cooper. If there's ever been a race where you need to show your credentials, you've got less 125 experience and a man behind you, but we also know you've got some quality wins behind you, like last year, for example, in 85cc racing. So looking out for how well he's riding on that pump and supported Boyd Motorcycles SX 125 down to our corner, ready to head for the Buddha. This is what we call the Buddha jump. Look at this one, folks, getting some magic air. It's one of our more firm jumps. It's also one of those that's got a bit of dirt that's been added to it. So it's all of a sudden you actually see a little bit of dust come up that's different to the normal sand conditions because of the dirt that's been added to that jump, which has made it harder and a better launching pad. And another one of the super floating jumps that these guys get by going up and over the top as well. So cool to see. Robinson Prestige, Cooper Phillips, Seth Morrow, Aidan Hall, Finn Lennox, Harrison Reichenbach, Jaden McKenzie, go to Ollie Corbin, Jack Thompson, Archie McCullum, and your 10th rider is Kyle McMillan. And our update in the latter stage of this moto, in the last one of the day, we're going to get a finish probably about 25 minutes ahead of what we were yesterday. I'm sure the track crew will be very pleased. It'll save them working into the night here, Brad, to have things ready to go for tomorrow. And another cool move as well, of course, is that the girls will get the best track up tomorrow morning as well. That's a real plus.
Oh, it's going to be exciting here tomorrow. Please come back and join us for day number 3. And thank you to everyone joining us on Ctas as well as the battle for the lead really heating up there tomorrow. Backing it in, trying to find a way through. He can't do it there. Good defensive riding from Cooper Phillips. He's not going to get this one up easy, but Seth Morrow very, very hungry to try and capitalise here. He's got the perfect streak on the line here. Cooper goes inside, he goes outside. I'd say advantage Cooper there, just gets a good little bit of power down. And we will start another lap with 3.5 minutes remaining with Cooper Phillips ahead of Seth Morrow. Really good riding at the front. We've got Aiden Hall still there on the Brady Motorsport supported KTM. That is going to be third place for him. Then go back to Finn Lennox, still there. Harrison Reichenbach and Jaden McKenzie. They've been going hammer and tongs, and Jaden's finally broken that one there. He's now ahead of Harrison, but some great racing. This is going to be really good. Good finale on the cards here, Neil.
Well, perfectly. I'd say they're in exactly the same position to the millimetre they were when they came past here a lap ago. So it's still been Cooper. Has Seth been playing with him? No, I don't think so. I think he's just shown him a wheel on a couple of occasions. Maybe he's then decided to back off. He knows he's got plenty of time in the moto. The pit board should be telling him what to do. So keep look out for that one. Seth Morrow, fastest man, 2:07.704 is his time. The fastest from Cooper at a 2:09. That last lap only a 2:10, so he's actually gone slower than he did with his previous lap. That's quite surprising. So there you go, watching out for it. Blair Diamond said to me before, Simba crash, Neil. No, I missed it. No, I hadn't. In fact, there was one I did see, but I didn't realise that it was Blair underneath there. Fletcher Amy, another of our Manawatu 2 riders to fear in amongst them as well. So here we go, looking out to Aiden Hall, still there in that third place. Go to Finn Lennox as we look out for more names and numbers up and amongst them. We're going to Jaden McKenzie. Of course, Jaden's moved up, had a bad start, but he's been picking him off and getting him up. I would say he's destined. I reckon he can crack the number 3 NZ, would be my money, although in saying that, depends on where he gets in this race. He's enough behind. I tell you what, that's going to really tighten up the points. I think we're going to see Seth Hill be bolting well clear in the points overall. Who's second, third and fourth? Second, I think it'll be Cooper, but the third is anybody's. And I say anybody. You know, could it be Aiden? Could it be out there as well? Our man Jaden. And also to add to that, Ollie or Harrison. So we are wide open. And this will be a class as well tomorrow that has only got 1 to go. They'll only have 1 to go. They've done 2 yesterday because they were the last race, and they've done 2 today because they were the last race as well. So a 2-2-1 formula for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. When you've only got 1 race to go in an entire day here tomorrow, Brett, you can put your bike and your body on the line because may the best man win for the last hurrah here.
Oh, this is going to be a big finale here. We've got 1.5 minutes on the clock. That'll certainly expire on this pass around. So 2 big laps to go. The white flag will come out next time around. Cooper Phillips, Seth Morrow. Cooper Phillips, he's riding like a man possessed on the seat of his pants here. This is a great ride from Cooper Phillips. Can he keep the national defending champion at bay? We're going to find out in 2 laps time. Seth Morrow's sizing him up, surely. He's having a good look at Aiden Hall, still there in a nice comfy 3rd place. He's done a good job here this afternoon. And then we've got the likes of Finn, Jaden, and all the rest of them. Look at Jaden, he's reeled in Finn Lennox already, so there's going to be surely some pressure coming on in the next final couple of laps. We're in for a grandstand finish here, Neil. A couple of battles all over this top 10 at the moment, and it's spectacular.
I'll tell you what, the interesting factor, I thought that Seth that time was probably about 2 bike lengths further back, so just when we'd seen the last 2 laps when they'd seemed identical, Seth was a little bit further back, and as well he went outside on the kicker here before the RC Motorcycle Super Jump, so it was a kind of different stance to watch what he was doing. So there you go, keen to watch what's going on there. So Cooper and Seth, we've got an opportunity to fight it out. Ctas taking it live for the last hurrah today. The big dance, as we call it, as the jump comes down to the wire, and still looking out there. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful corner on the inside from Cooper. Man, oh man, that is rapid around there. Did he ever ricochet into there, Brad? I reckon that suspension fully loaded and then unloaded as he got out of the corner. That was the move. And he's made a bit of a buffer on here. If he can do this for another 2 laps, he can keep Seth back. I can get to interview somebody different. different. I want to talk to different people all the time, and it could be this man, Cooper Phillips. He's going oh so well, but will it be that last punch coming in from Seth? We're about to find out. Can he go? Can he go?
Oh, spectacular. One goes inside, one goes outside. Dual lane section, handlebar to handlebar over McDonald's. We're going. Seth might have just about mustered himself a bit of an advantage. He's going to break into the inside, has a big tank slapper, but manages to get it stopped. That's a really good move. And Seth Morrow, the defending champion, just comes from nowhere. He had a real intent bike links down that back straight. He's made the move in a couple of corners after that, and now already stretching it out. So dynamic right here, Seth Morrow. He's now in the lead with the white flag out. 1 lap to go. He saved his best for last. And can he keep the streak alive? We're going to find out very, very shortly. Still looking out for Aidan Hall. He's slipped down the timing street a little bit. So we've got Finn and that will be Jaden. Have gone up one position, so we've got some big dynamic evolving stories here in this 15 to 16 125, and the legends from Robinson Prestige bringing us the action here, Neil.
All right, there we go. We'll make the comparison to 1 lap ago, remembering how far he was back, and here he is now that far in front. That is just incredible. Man, oh man, I find that unbelievable. So well done, Seth Morrow. Push to push to push. The intelligence of the young man. Obviously hungrier than we thought, Brad, thinking, no, we'll just keep it safe, keep it cool, and keep it in place. I'll ask him at the post interview as well as to what his tactic was and what he was trying to achieve, because, hey, if you get away with it, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful indeed, but, there's a little bit of a risk factor there, and with only another 1 moto to go for Morrow, I'd have just played the risk factor a little bit more conservatively and held on for a second or maybe a third place. But anyway, he's gone for the win, and he's got the win, and he's out to lead it. But can he win it? We've still got the next 7/8 of the lap to find out. Coming up for you, Seth Morrow out there ahead of Cooper Phillips, going to Jaden McKenzie is now gone, and Aidan Hall's the one he's dropped back. So Aidan, bad luck. And Jaden McKenzie's come out of nowhere. So just when I said, when you had Aidan Hall 3 places in front of Jaden, that Aidan Hall was more assured of getting up to that number 3 NZ overall, actually Jaden McKenzie has now done that. I think that must be a mistake by Aidan that he's dropped back. I haven't seen where it was, Brad, but Aidan Hall now not in contention for that 3rd place as he was half a lap ago.
Oh, we've said it multiple times over the weekend. Anything and everything can happen at the Junior Nationals, and just when you think you've got something all sewn up, it will be ripped out from under you. And that's what we're finding with a couple of these championship cars. We've still got a round and a half of racing tomorrow, so we've got plenty more excitement to come as we look out to the 94 back into the infield here. Now only a few corners away. The streak will be remaining intact. The defending champion well on his way to defending his crowd. And here we go, Seth Morrow on that CML gas comes over the final jump. He will take the checkered flag and keep the streak alive. What a win and what a performance. He had to do it the hard way. Cooper Phillips made him really work for it, but that'll be a rewarding feeling for Team Seth Morrow here. And we go back to 112. Great ride from Cooper Phillips, and he'll be getting better and better on the sand as the weekend unfolds. So that's a real confidence-boosting ride from him, and he'll be loving that. So he takes away a good top 2. Some very, very handy championship points coming his way. They're looking out for 3rd place. Jaden McKenzie, now he was running up in that top position early on, made the mistake and slipped back outside the top 6 to charge his way back into 3rd. What a brilliant performance, and he keeps himself in contention for a national championship. So we've got some excitement to be built here in the 15 to 16. That's the final race session of the day. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Reminder again, that barbecue at the conclusion of racing, we're going to go and digest all the day's results. Then we will crank into some barbecue action. We'll keep you updated when we're on for the sausage sizzle. Come and join us. Bring your dad, bring your sisters, brothers, and everything else. We'd love to meet you all. Come and mingle with the Mantle Ryan Motorcycle Club, your host for the 2024 AFC New Zealand Junior Motocross Championships. We'll give you a bit of an update of this race here. It has been won by Seth Morrow, who keeps the dynamic streak alive. A good top 2 from Cooper Phillips there. Jaden McKenzie comes through in 3rd place. Finn Lennox will be there for 4th. Aidan Hall up to 5th. Harrison Reichenbach ahead of Ollie Corbin, with Max Pagan ahead of Archie McCullum and Aston Scott all the way down to our top 10. Let's cross down to Neil, who will have our final race interview of the day before we wrap it all up here. Please, track absolutely off limits. We've got a lot of machinery to come out, a lot of track maintenance to be done. So the track completely off limits, and we will see you at the sausage sizzle. Thank you very much. I'll hand you over to Neil.
Yeah, thank you, Brad. Thank you for that invitation. And we'll be over there as well, so I'd love to catch up with a number of people. You only got to look here. Talk about track maintenance. I tell you what, you've got some craters in there. Some of those three or two are significant ones, and they're a good half a metre. There'd be half a metre on those, so certainly getting a real wallow effect there. So that's some of the work that'll be tidied up. And while we've made the change of where we've finished on our day, is the fact that the women will be up first on the track, so they'll have the best of it groomed for them, and the rest to come through for the remaining races. So some have got one race tomorrow, other classes have got two. So there you go. Some have had a 1-2 formula to be where we are. Sorry, a 2-2, or some only had 2 today. So some have been a 1-2 and still 2 to go tomorrow. That's where we're talking about. All right. Seth, I've got to ask you, mate. You were in 3rd place in cruising, yeah? You've still had all the other victories. Why is it so important to win?
Man, it always looks good to win, but I didn't make it easy for myself, that's for sure.
No, not indeed. Hey, but you know, there's that crucial point when you think of the title overall and think that you don't want to push yourself too hard. Is it all part of your psyche to think that you're still capable of riding confidently at that speed?
Yeah, I mean, that's like to go fast and put it all on the line, and yeah, no, it's good.
Right, indeed. How's the body? How's the bike?
Yeah, body's good. Bike's it's going good. It's just the track. It's hard, and I got a good start on that one, but someone put me over the berm, so that wasn't very helpful. But yeah.
Hey, mate, they've got to have a chance. Come on, you know, like, you can't be perfect. You imagine if you were perfect every race. It'd be no fun for anybody to watch.
Yeah, got to make it a battle sometime, eh?
Exactly. Put on a show, mate. The people like you for it. What are you going to do tonight?
Eat well and have a good sleep, Neil.
Eat well, have a good sleep, mate. You can teach us all. Here is the reigning champion, about to become the defending champion. Can he be the repeat back-to-back champion? We'll find out here tomorrow. So well done with one amazing motor to go.